Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Chris.
And this is Blaster Breakdown. Chris here is a member of the Brisbane Area Nerf Group, and he's done some really interesting mods. So what have you got for us today, Chris?
I've got a modified Thunderhawk, or the Thunder Airhawk.
So it's a remote line.
Yep.
Spexbz-powered.
Yep.
Made by Spectre. And converted to fire.
Triple long darts.
Or
triple short darts.
Or even
6 short darts if you really squeeze them in.
And that's with a 3D printed clip.
That is from Digital Owl on the north side of Brisbane.
And it's pump action too.
It sure is.
Very nice. Let's have a look inside.
There you go.
Alright, well this is where the air comes in my Thunder Airhawk. It's super simple, straight up to the MVJ03, I think, whatever the valve's called. MJV03, yeah, something like that. Then straight into the Spexbz. That fits straight in the plunger tube, super easy, just slides in, glued in. If you don't glue it, it slides back and falls apart. We've had to prune the front up here so the darts actually make it out the hole. And then the racking of it is just pushing this forward to move the magazine through. Clipazine, mag, I'm not sure what it is. And yeah, really simple on the inside. Nothing too complicated. The pump grip is just a long shot glued on, chopped down off a abandoned long shot build from someone else. And that just adapts onto there and just racks that. That's just a pusher for that now because the whole gearbox has been deleted out of here, which racked the old spring which fitted up in here. So it's actually simpler than the original blaster now, in my opinion. I don't know if it's better, it's different. What did I cut? I cut something off here, obviously grafted that on. I cut a section out of the front of that and I deleted the tube that came through here as well because that fouled on stuff. But there's the big slide piece on the Thunderhawk that's come off. Just screw loose in there. That's what's rattling, that screw there. Fish that out. There it is. There we go. That's fishing that loose. That was what was rattling inside it. I wonder if that alignment pin there that's broken is affecting it or not. But what do you reckon on this? Should I just glue that hard forward? The punch that comes out of this at 120 psi out of a Spexbz, I think it's thumping that back, and that was sliding until I glued it. It was quite a friction fit to start with, but it pushed back. And then there's actually there's a little air void in here, which some of the air and progressively more fills in this if that slides back.
You could alternatively shove some epoxy putty around the back corner on each side to keep it pressed forward.
Yeah, chock it forward up there rather than glue it there. And a stop on the back's probably better than gluing it hard up here because then you stuff your assembly. There's really nothing to it. Like, it's about as simple as a HPA build goes, really, because it uses the existing racking system. Go forward. Yeah, now we're cooking the gas. Oh, I dropped it again. There it is. There it is. Everybody relax. Probably don't need that on. Now let's just see if I put the washer on the right side because it needs to be. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just getting started with a screwdriver. Yeah, so don't put a screw in that one because it falls in and then rattles around in the blaster the whole time. It was weird nerfing with someone else's tools. It's not slower, I'm just making different mistakes. Yeah, I'll probably sit on the shelf for 6 months before I look at it again. But at least it's an interesting one to show off. I'm surprised on actually hitting something because yeah, the thing I sort of built it for was novelty for one, but I haven't done it, but the multi-clips, like you can run doubles, triples, singles. Do a lot with it. Just that way.
Tell us about the...
Oh yeah. Oh, that's just a piece of metal that's just riveted onto the long shot pump kit from somewhere, and just bodged the right size to adapt the pump kit onto something else that it's not meant for. I spent maybe 10 minutes doing them, if that. What did I cut it out of? Something silly. I've cut a middle somewhere. Those rivets are good though, we use them at work. And that's why there's drag marks on the side of the blaster as well, as those rivets just fell on the side there, so I need to screw in there as well. Already got it. Oh, that sounds ugly. Okay.
There we are.
And where's the 10mm spanner? Yeah, break them up. Oh, it's totally misaligned. Never mind.
Not symmetrical at all.
That doesn't matter at all. That's rowdy as.
Okay, Chris, well, thanks for showing us the inside of that. We'll take it outside now, fire some darts, and see what we can hit.
Alright, I got Worker Gen 3s at 120 psi on the bottle at 30 feet from the target.
They were all on target. Let's go back to 50 and see what it's like.
Alright, I've never shot it this far, Andrew. It's more of a close quarters battle kind of shotgun thing, but we'll try. Got the air on, yeah, got the bottle on.
Okay, well that was quite a bit of fun. As you could see, at 30 feet every shot was on target. Even back at 50 feet, still quite a few hits. As a shotgun, the Airhawk would be really good for a sneaky flanking move, or advancing with a teammate holding a shield, surprising a group of opponents, and bunched together you'd get quite a few tags that could do quite a bit of damage in a game. Now, we weren't able to get accurate results over the chronograph, firing 3 darts at a time. We did calculate that at the 30 feet, it took a quarter of a second between firing and hitting the target, so that's 120 feet over 1 second. Darts slow down in the air, of course, so I'd estimate that the initial muzzle velocity would be around 150 FPS, so pretty good for super stock events. We also tested with different dart configurations, 3 long darts and jamming 6 short darts into each group of 3. We found those were much less reliable. We didn't get consistent results at all with those. So 3 short darts at a time was really reliable and really consistent, as you saw. So there you have it. That's the Thunder Airhawk, a Spexbz mod of the Mega Thunderhawk. Thanks for joining us today, Chris.
That's right.
If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.